But then Museveni said, although I have forgiven him, but I will never release him. But I continued praying for him. I had spent a lot of money on this case. I even hired a British lawyer, TV Edward Chusi. I spent money, but money didn't work. After 24 years, the OC called me in his office. He gave me a chair he had never given me before because prisoners are not supposed to sit on chairs anyway. He gave me a chair. He extracted a file from his drawer and got me a letter. It was on the blue stationery, which in Uganda is the monopoly of the State House by President. I read the caption, it was instrument of release. Then my eyes went down, so I signed it. Yoweri K. Museveni, President of Uganda. And what is the contents? In the powers conferred upon me by the Constitution of the Republic of Uganda, 1995, sections quoted and clauses, I hereby order the Commissioner General of Uganda Prisons and the OC of Luzira Upper Prison Maximum Security to cause the release of Chris Lwakasisi unconditionally with immediate effect. That was it. Here he was, out. That is forgiveness. Now, second section. After about 3 weeks, the telephone rang. You know, when I was taken to prison, we never had these mobile phones. So I didn't have one even. My wife did. So she came running with the phone and said, some people want to talk to you. When I got the phone, I either held it upside down, I can't remember. Then someone said, hello, yeah. Is that Honorable Lwakasisi? I said, oh, people are still calling me Honorable. Said, the president wants to talk to you. I asked, is that the president of FUFA or what? He said, no, His Excellency. And he came on the line. Hey, Chris, said, yes. Hey, can we meet? I said, Mr. President, there is always time to meet President. So he gave me time the following day, and here I was at Nakasero State Lodge. I was ushered in. I thought I would go in the room and sit, and then he will come standing up, Your Excellency, and all that. But when they opened the door, the president was seated already at his desk. He rose, came, we met midstream, and we hugged each other, which Museveni doesn't do anyway. And then we greeted in our language, but midway, he stopped and asked me, you and I, who's older than the other? I said, I'm older than you, Mr. President. He said, now greet me, because in our culture, it is the old who greet the young, not the other way around. So he said, oh, Chris, welcome from prison. I said, Yoweri, welcome from the bush. And we sat down. For almost 2 solid hours, we were talking as if the old lost brothers have now recovered and discovered each other. That was reconciliation. We reconciled. And he gave me an appointment to meet him again in a town called Fort Portal, down in the west, where I went. And it was about 1 o'clock in the morning, you know, it was past midnight when I met him. He asked me, has my secretary talked to you? I said, no. So he said, but I want you to be in this government. And I saw that he was suggesting that I be a minister, which I said, that one I can't. There are reasons I gave him. I went. Then he called me again after 2 weeks. Now, this one was an order. It was an fait accompli. He pulled out a letter and gave it to me. I read it. By powers conferred upon me by the Constitution and all sections quoted, I hereby appoint you as Senior Presidential Advisor on special duties with the terms and conditions of a cabinet minister. I read it. I said, Mr. President, can you give me time to say, now look here. You now want to say I'm going to ask my wife, I'm going to say what? So look here, we fought, we finished. That is the end. And that is it. Senior Presidential Advisor with terms and conditions of a cabinet minister who is now standing before you here. Yes, that is I am.